Hello, user testing community. It is Mike McDowell once again from the solutions consulting team here at User Testing, back with another tip of the week. Today, I've got a great tip. It's all about recruiting. I showed you our new AI task summary, fantastic, phenomenal. I just talked to you about it, but now I've figured out the perfect use for it when it comes to validating my audiences and making sure that I am getting feedback from the right people that I want to hear from. It's super important, and everybody asks me about it all the time. Well, I've got 3 ways today that I'm gonna tell you so you can make sure that you get the right people. 2 of them are all about recruiting, and 1 of them is about the start of our tests. So let's get into the recruiting component. When it comes to recruiting, we've got to ask great screener questions to get to the people we want. So the first thing we do is we're going to ask our screener questions, but we're going to ask questions that we have a lot of answers to, and we're going to ask bogus answers. I like to call these landmine answers in our screener questions. So in this case, you can see I'm recruiting for AI developers, and I've got a question here. Within information technology, select all of the areas of current responsibility. Well, when I click into that, most of these are all standard IT development areas, but I throw in flux capacitance here. Obviously, that's a joke, but anyone who's not reading these is going to simply click on all of them and say, oh yeah, I do all these things. We reject that person, we kick them out right away. Landmines, number one solution for getting the right people into your study. So remember that one. Number 2, this is something I've talked about before. I call it the skin in the game technique. I position a question like this one. I say, we are currently looking for people with a very niche set of programming skills and experience. Your skills will be put to the test in this study. So it is critical that you answer honestly, accept and move forward, or decline and drop out. So we've got our number 2 answer, which is skin in the game. Make them aware that they're going to have to demonstrate these skills when they are doing the study. Number 3 is all about the study itself. And we're going to add tasks that are verbal questions at the start of our study that ask people to demonstrate the skills that they have mentioned that they have here. So let's take a look. Here's my test plan, and I've got 2 verbal questions here. So the first one, describe the extent of your experience developing AI-based applications. Just get them to talk. Then question 2, one of the screener questions asks about different types of development for AI. Talk about anything you selected, and if you selected other, talk about anything relevant that wasn't on the list. So 2 open-ended questions that require them to give detailed answers verbally. Why do I do that? Because our new task summary is going to synthesize all this into a super scannable summary with a lot of detail that's going to tell us who these people are. Check it out. So here's that first question. Describe the extent of your experience developing AI-based applications. You can see down below, we've got the keyword map is down there, but I'm not really worried about the keyword map right now. What I want to show is this task summary and the way it is used to summarize and validate the people that are giving responses to this study. So most contributors have experience in developing AI-based applications, working with data processing training models and deploying them. Several contributors mentioned using specific AI models and frameworks, such as GPT 3.5, specific information that is being summarized from the transcripts, from what people have said during the study. This new summary is a dream come true because it quickly summarizes all of the information that was given in these verbal questions so that I can look at a glance and go, okay, some of the contributors have developed AI applications for specific industries, such as tourism, insurance, e-commerce, and finance. Yes, that's exactly what I want. I know that these people are here. And if I'm even more curious, I can go directly into this. Let's just take this one where people were being specific. Here's the answers that people were giving. You can always go back and look at it in the recording. So it is I will never do a study again without using this technique. Hopefully I wasn't too manic as I was describing this. I really got very excited when I figured out that this is a perfect use case for the verbal questions and the new task summary, trying to validate my recruiting and make sure that these are the right people that I want to hear from. Even though user testing has the largest, the highest quality first-party panel, we want to give you even more assurance, and this is the way to do it. So I highly recommend this technique. Like I said, I'm never going to do a study again without using this, and I highly encourage you to start taking advantage of it. If you're not part of the beta right now, get ready, because this is something that you will be able to use and should be using on every test going forward. That's going to be it for now, everybody. But don't worry, I'll be back again in 7 days with another user testing tip of the week. That was a good one.